Hello everyone, in this tutorial we are going to make a deep groove ball bearing. So here let us start with the first part, which is the outer ring of the deep groove ball bearing. Now first we will use the Extrude Boss command. For that we will go to the sketch and we will make a sketch on the front plane. Now here we will draw two concentric circles having the diameters of 74 mm and 90 mm. So here it is 74 mm and the outer circle is having the diameter of 90 mm. Now we will exit the sketch, then we will go to the features and select the Extrude Boss feature. Now here we have to select the mid plane and the depth of extrusion is 23 mm. Then click on OK. After that we have to use the revolve cut feature in order to make the raceways of the balls. For that first we will draw a sketch on the top plane. Now we have to draw a circle and it is having the diameter of 15 mm. So go to the smart dimensions and here give it the diameter as of 15 mm, and the distance of this circle from the origin is 32.5 mm. Now go out from the exit. Before that we have to put a center line about which the section will be revolved. So here go to the center line and put a vertical center line. Now exit the sketch and then here go to the features and select revolve cut feature and then click on OK. After that we have to give the fillet radius to these two edges. For that go to the fillet, then select this edge and this edge and here give the fillet radius as a 2.5 mm. Then OK. Now after giving the fillet radius, here we will give the chamfer to these two edges. For that select the chamfer and then select these two edges, and then here the distance of chamfer is 0.5 mm and then click on OK. So here we have made the outer race of the bearing. Now we will make here some impression which could be the name of the manufacturer. Now here for that go to the sketch and select this surface. Now we have to draw a circle and give it the radius as a 39 mm. Then click on OK, and now we will go out from the sketch. Now again we will go to the sketch, then select this surface and now we will text on this surface. So here select the text. Now here we have to select the curve along which we want to impress our text. So here select the circle that we have made earlier in the sketch. Now here we have to type the text. So here in this case I will type Solidworks tutorials. Now here the preview is given. So here we will alter it and then we will alter it also. So you can see that clearly Solidworks tutorial. Now click on OK. After that we have to go to the features and select the extruded cut feature. and here we will give the depth of extrusion or the depth of cut as a 1 mm, and then we'll click on the OK. You can type here any name which could be the name of the manufacturer and the serial number of the bearing. Now you can see that we have made the impression of the name, and then we will save the outer race. So here we will save it. Now on the desktop we will make a new folder and name it as a ball bearing, and we will give the name of the part as a outer ring, and then save. Now we will move to the second part, which is the inner race of the bearing. For that, first we will go to the sketch and then select the front plane. Now we will draw two concentric circles having the diameters of 40 mm and 56 mm. So here it is 56 mm and the inner circle having the diameter of 40 mm. Now we will exit the sketch and we will go to the features and select the Extruded Boss feature. Now here select the mid plane and the depth of extrusion is 23 mm, and now we will click on OK. Now we have to make the outer race on the inner race of the bearing. So here go to the sketch, then select the top plane. Now we will draw a circle having the diameter of 15 mm. So here the diameter of the circle is 50 mm and the distance of the center of the circle from the origin is 32.5 mm. Now we will put a center line about which the section will be revolved in order to cut the revolve feature. Now we will go out from the sketch. Now here we will go to the features and select the revolve cut feature and then click on OK. Now we have to give the fillet. So here select the fillet and select the two edges of the inner race, and here the radius of the fillet is 2.5 mm, and then OK. Also we have to give the chamfer. So here select the chamfer and select these two edges of the inner ring, and here the distance of the chamfer is 0.5 mm, and then click on OK. So here the inner race of the bearing is also completed, and now save it. Here save it as a inner ring and then click on OK. Now we will move to the third part of the bearing, which is the cage of the bearing. For that, go to the sketch, then select the top plane. Now first put a horizontal center line about which our section will be revolved. Then we will draw two concentric circles having the diameters of 15 mm and 18 mm. So here it is 15 mm and outer circle having the diameter of 18 mm. Now we will give the distance of the center of the two concentric circles from the origin, which is 32.5 mm. Now we will trim unwanted segment. So here select the trim and we will trim out this portion. Now we will insert two horizontal line to close the sketch. So here the sketch is completed. Now we will exit the sketch, then go to the features and select the Revolve Boss feature. Now here we have to give the angle of revolution as a 180 degree and reverse the direction, and then OK. Now we have to make the circular pattern of this revolve feature for 8 such feature. For that we will go to the sketch and then select the front plane. Now we will insert a vertical center line. So here center line and draw a vertical center line and then close the sketch. After that we have to go to the features and select the circular pattern. Now here we have to select the axis of revolution for the circular pattern, and then here select the bodies, and then here select this revolve feature and then click on OK. Now we have to draw 2 concentric circles on the front plane. So here go to the sketch and then select the top plane. Now draw 2 concentric circles. Now the diameters of the 2 circles are 58 mm and 72 mm. So it is 52 mm, 58 mm, and the next one is 72 mm. Then OK, and then we will exit the sketch. Now after that we will go to the features and select the extrude cut feature. Now here we will select through all. Now reverse the direction and here select the flip side to cut and then click on OK. So here you can see that we have made this much part. Now after that we will sketch on the top plane. Now we will again draw 2 concentric circles having the diameter of 58 mm, or otherwise we can convert it into the entities. So here we will draw 2 concentric circles. Now we will exit the sketch. Now here go to the features and select the Extruded Boss feature, and here the depth of extrusion is 1.5 mm and then click on OK. After that we have to draw a sketch on the top plane. So here select the top plane. Now we will put a horizontal center line. So here put a horizontal center line. Now we will draw a circle. So here we will draw a circle. Now the circle having the diameter of 15 mm. After that we will use the trim entities. So here we will trim out this entity and then we will close the sketch by a horizontal line, and then we will exit the sketch. After that we will go to the features and select the revolve cut feature. So here, and then click on OK. So here you can see that we have cut this much portion. Now we will use the circular pattern for this cut revolve feature, and for that here we will go to the we will go to the circular pattern. Now here we have to give the axis, so it is the axis of revolution, and here we have to give the features to be pattern. So here we will select the cut revolve feature and then click on OK. So you can see that we have made the portion which looks like the cage. Now after that what we have to do is that we have to make the fillet radius at these portions. Now here we will go to the fillet. Now here select these all the edges to make the fillet. Here the radius of fillet is 1.5 mm and then click on OK. Now after making the fillet we have to make the holes in order to use the rivet at these locations. For that we will go to the sketch, then here we will select the top plane. Now we will draw a hole with the diameter of 3 mm. So here this is the hole. Now here the diameter of hole is 3 mm. And the distance of this hole from the origin is 32.5 mm. So here it is 32.5, and then we will exit the sketch. After that go to the features and select the extruded cut feature, and here select through all and click on OK. We have to alter the direction and then click on OK. Now we have to make 8 such holes. For that go to the circular pattern and here select the axis for circular pattern and then click on OK. So here our third part, which is the cage of the bearing, is completed, and then save it as a cage. So here desktop and then ball bearing, and the third part is nothing but the cage, and then save it. Now let us make ball of the bearing. Now it is simple, the Revolvers Boss feature. So here go to the sketch and select the top plane. After that we will place a horizontal center line and we will draw a circle having the diameter of 15 mm. Now we will trim out the unwanted portion and then we will close the sketch. I'm sorry, we have to close the sketch carefully so that the revolve feature should be applied. Now we will exit the sketch. After that we will go to the Revolve Boss feature and then click on OK. Now we will save it and name as a ball and then save. Now we will make the last part of the ball bearing, which is the rivet of the bearing. It is the simple application of the Revolve Boss. For that, first go to the sketch, then select the front plane. Now we will insert a vertical line and then we will draw a sketch with the random dimensions and then we will give it exact dimensions. Now go to the smart dimensions and here it is 1 mm. Now this length is of 3 mm. Now here this vertical line has a length of 5 mm. Now this horizontal line has the length of 2.5 mm and it is also having the length of 2.5 mm, and the last one, the distance in between these two lines is 1.5 mm. Now we will exit the sketch, then go to the features and select the Revolve Boss feature and then click on OK. After that we will apply the fillet. So here select the fillet and select this edge and also this edge and give the radius of fillet as a 0.5 mm and then OK. So here the last part of the bearing, which is the rivet, is completed and then save as a rivet. Then save. So up to now we have make all the necessary components and now we are going to make assembly of the deep groove ball bearing. For that go to the file, select new and here select the assembly instead of the part and then OK. Now first we will insert the outer ring, then first left click once. Now we will click on the insert components and here select the inner ring. Now here select the mat. After that select this inner surface and this outer surface and then click on OK. After that select this surface and this surface and select OK and then click on OK. So we have assembled two components, outer race and inner race. Now we will insert the cage. For that click on the insert components, then select the cage. Now click on the mat, then select this outer surface of the cage and select this outer portion of the outer ring. Now after that click on OK. Now select this surface of the cage and then here from the tree select the front plane of the outer ring and then click on OK and select the OK. Now we have to put another part of the cage. Before that we will insert the ball. For that we will go to the insert components, then select the ball. Now click on the mat, then select the ball and here select this surface of the cage, and then OK. Now we have to make the pattern of this ball for 8 such balls, and for that here select the ball. Now here select the circular component pattern. Now here we have to make 8 such balls, so enter here 8 and click here equal spacing. Now here we have to give the axis or the circular surface for reference, so here select this inner surface and then click on OK. Now we will put another cage for closing, so here go to the insert components. Now here select the cage. Now select the mat, and after that select this flat surface of the cage and select the flat surface of another cage, and then OK. After that select this outer portion of the cage and select the surface of the outer ring, then OK. Now here you can see that the holes of the two cages are concentrate, so here click on the surface and also click this surface in order to make it coincide, and then click on OK. Now we have to insert the last part, which is the rivet. For that click on the insert components and here select the rivet. Now go to the mat, after that select the shank portion of the rivet and then select this hole of the cage, and then OK. After that select this flat surface of the cage and this flat surface of the rivet head, and then OK. Now we have to make the pattern for the rivet for 8 such patterns, and for that first we will select the rivet, then select here circular component pattern. Now here insert the number of the pattern, which is 8, and here we have to give the axis about which the pattern will be made, so here select this inner cylinder and then click on OK. So here in this tutorial we have made the deep groove ball bearing assembly using the Solidworks. Thanks for watching my tutorial. If you like my video, then please hit on the like button and subscribe my channel Solidworks Tutorials. Thanks.